So this is going to be the biggest renovation we have done in this house. We've done other renovations that are equally big or bigger, but before we had the channel and we have not documented those, right? So for us it's the renovation of the bath. And we're going to start today, day one, with removing the doors, the trim, and getting the bathroom ready for us to start removing shower surround. Stick around, like always, we're going to show you every step of the way. Stay tuned, this is going to be a very fun episode. This is our bathroom in the current stage. Here we saw it you stripped of all the decorations, and we have just already replaced the light fixture, but everything else is original, and we wanted to show it to you in the way it is currently before we start doing all the renovations. It is functional but basic, and we want to upgrade it at many levels. We want to change the linoleum into tile, and we want to put a tile inside here and create a nice tile shower versus the fiberglass surround tub that we do not really like and dates the house a lot. Also, as you can see, the bathroom is, again, not very big but very functional, and we're very happy with it, but it is time for an update for the house. The plan is that we're going to put tile everywhere, and we are going to modernize all the fixtures. Again, the first the first upgrade we did was to paint the really horribly colored surround for the tub, for the shower, and that served us very well for 3 years. We're extremely happy with the outcome. But now it's time for a really upping up the project and make it absolutely beautiful. So after you clean everything in the area, you need to start the demolition. The next step for us and for most people that will have a door in their bathroom is to remove any doors that you have. And we have two. We have this door that separates the toilet and shower area from the sink area, and a door here that goes to our closet,
yeah.
And the reason we have to remove that door is because we want to tile this area as well, right?
Right, so this vinyl floor has really got to go, and the vinyl floor extends all the way into the closet. So we're gonna need to take all of that up, and we'll need the door off.
So to take a door off, virtually every household door would be the same unless it is a slide door. There are pins inside the hinges. In this case, this pin is already a little out. I don't know why, I didn't know that. But we have to come here with a pry tool. A slotted screwdriver is a decent option for that. And if you cannot do that with that, underneath, you come with a punch and you can hit it with a hammer and that will pull the pin out, right?
Okay.
And then you're going to take the pin out and the door will separate from the casing, and then you can remove it. A screwdriver to the lip.
Right here?
Yeah, and put it at an angle. There it goes. It went up a little. There it goes. Okay, continue. Now see if you can take it with your fingers out. Let's make sure the door doesn't close. Alright. And now we'll do the bottom. And you have someone hold the door, because once the bottom is out, the door will want to swing. So let me position myself.
So we're going to take the towel bar off, and there is, on this one, there's a little hole. It's kind of hard to see unless you get right up under it, but there's a tiny little screw, and this one happens to be a straight slot screwdriver that we're now...
You don't need to take it completely off, because it will drop.
Yep. And then one more over here. Should come out pretty easily, hopefully.
Trying to find the catch.
So what was behind our towel bar is pretty standard brackets held in place by 2 Phillips screws. And we are going to put a new towel bar in this bathroom, but I'm not sure exactly where it's going to go, or if it will, the new one that I'm going to install will fit these. So in the essence of consistency, we're going to take these off. We'll probably spackle the holes. We've got plenty of holes up here where we had something else attached. I don't even remember what it was.
The shelf.
Well, no, that didn't make these holes here. This was like a second towel bar or something. Okay. So yeah, we'll show that when we're ready to put them up. So this is the little screw I was referring to, and it doesn't come out very far. It's only meant to provide a little traction so that it doesn't slip. But yeah, it's really small.
So the next step for us is to remove the shower door.
And there are 3 screws holding this door into the frame, and we're just gonna grab those and pull them out.
Goes in here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you try to remove something that has been here for 30 plus years, it doesn't go exactly as you expected, right?
Right, which is what you have to plan.
And as you can see, the door is gone and already feels like much bigger here.
Yep.
And we had to cut the screw.
The last one just did not want to budge, and it looks like it's pretty rusted too.
Well, it cannot be rusted, it's aluminum.
Well,
The screw might be, I don't know.
It's crud or something, but
Yeah, and as you can see, this is gross.
Yeah.
So there are screws in here in the channel. I don't know if you can show them.
Yep.
So the next fun part will be we have to take all those off and remove the panels.
They look kind of rusted, I'm just gonna say. We'll take those off. So we've taken the screws off of the back here, and this is getting easy to pull off. So we're just gonna take that door trim. Go ahead and pull that off. Yep, and out it goes to the trash. Now, what's left is, again, we've got 3 screws here in the middle on either side. So those are coming out next.
There is no easy way to do this specific process. It is glued to the surround, and the only way to take it off is through brute force. So unfortunately, this is what we have to do. We're not reusing anything, and it will be very hard to recycle this, so damaging it is not a concern we have. The only concern we have is really finishing in an expedited manner. So we're doing everything we can using the tools available to us to expedite the process and have a good result without worrying too much about damaging the equipment, because all of this is going to end up in the recycle bin anyway, outside in the house in our trash bin. So do not worry too much about it, just do your best and stay positive. This is a slow process and it can be disheartening. Plus you are destroying things. There is really satisfaction, no real satisfaction here until you start seeing progress, and it is the most discouraging part of any project. So just stick around it, go through it, and you're going to get on the other side fine. Again, this is the less rewarding and really back-breaking work because you're destroying something, you're not fixing anything yet, and that can be kind of difficult for most of the people. Plus, this is the scary part.
Demolition day is fun.
Yeah, all kind of unexpected things, right?
Well, yeah, and it's old, so we're expecting that things won't be in tip-top condition underneath. And you can start to see the color that it was previously before we painted everything white.
Which, by the way, is a very good initial, inexpensive upgrade, right?
Yep. It served us well for three years.
Yeah. So we'll put a card where they can go and see that video?
Sure.
Wow. What a mess we made.
Yep. You have to make it really messy before you can clean it up.
There is not necessarily a correct sequence here, but for us we decided we're going to take the round over off. Quarter round. So, and in our case we do not plan to reuse it, so that will go in the dumpster.
Right.
Now if you plan to reuse it, you need to be very careful not to break it.
Yeah, in this case, we don't care.
Right. Move the covers here, and you can see how ugly plumbing is when you take the pretty things out, right?
Definitely.
So everything looks good so far where we are. So we're going to be able to continue. And it looks like I'm doing is feeling around to see where the studs are, because at some point we need to start cutting, right?
Right. It looks like to the left there's a stud about 2 inches in. Yep.
But it doesn't touch this, which is bad. It should be touching this. So I wonder what else they've done messed up.
Well, I don't know.
Because if we drywall it and this is not touching, it's going to be a bow here. You cannot drywall without attaching to the studs, and this is not attached to the studs.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
So
The stud does not come out as far as this fiberglass shower enclosure comes.
So I'm sure we're going to have a lot of surprises like that.
Yeah, fun.
Always. All right.
So we've managed to accomplish a few things today. We have taken the doors off of this vanity. We have taken the side splash off. As you can see, this really old dark brown glue that we're gonna have to sand off. This panel here for the backsplash is not going to be able to come off until we remove the mirror, which is not a project for today, but we have had some issue over on this side because the that hard glue, the very old glue, just wanted to take the paper from the drywall completely off with it. So this wall is going to need to be repaired. Got as much off of it as possible. We're going to need to, once we get all this taken out, this vanity top and in the entire cabinet, we're going to want to patch the walls and paint anyway. So that is where we are stopping for today.
Day one in our bathroom bathroom adventure remodeling, one of those things, right? And we have started, as you have seen, we have removed the door between the bathroom and the washing area, the faucet area, whatever you call it, I don't know. I don't speak bathroom. And we removed the shower door. Mm-hmm. And this is going to be both our staging and our putting things area until we get our dumpster, which was supposed to arrive today, but it hasn't arrived. So we were expecting our dumpster today. Hopefully it will arrive tomorrow, but in the meantime, we intended this to be the staging area, but until the dumpster arrives, will be both the staging area and the trash area for big items that will be thrown into the dumpster. So it's a little extra work for us, but welcome to construction, right? And remodeling. So here we are, end of day one.
Where are we?
We have removed the shower door and we've removed the handle, and we are ready to start removing the surround, right? We also have removed the door here. There's imagine a door here, right?
And the shelf that's usually there.
So we're going to meet you tomorrow. So welcome to day two, and our goal today is to remove the shower surround, and we're looking towards the excitement of that event, right, Elvira? I mean, I don't know what treasures we're going to find. I don't know what exciting construction systems we're going to find, but we're going to look for it.
It's always an adventure when you're doing DIY and
Right.
retrofitting things, yeah.
And we got our dumpster. We have it. It will be here for 10 days. And probably by the end of the days, it will be pretty darn full.
All right.
So stick around. Like always, we're going to show you everything that you need to know.
Well, here we go. So this is our floor tile and our drywall.
So day two means the beginning of material delivery. So in front of us, we have some of the tile and the drywall we're going to need, we hope.
Right.
We might need to buy more of drywall, but we hope this is all we need. And we're going to have to move that out of the way because we're expecting a dumpster, and we don't want anything in the way of the dumpster. I mean, we won't put the dumpster here, but we want to make the area as clear as we can make it.
Right.
All right, so we're going to get right on this. Very boring. We're not going to let you see that. This is going to be hidden behind the scenes. Join the Patreon. And here's our dumpster. Let's see if he's going to the right spot. James, open the door. I thought you would just leave it here. All right. And here's our dumpster. Good, great job, man. Yeah, that's what we wanted right here.
Yes, sir.
So, Mrs. Dear, how much was this?
This cost us $383 for,
Woo!
we can keep it for 10 days.
Expensive.
Not really.
It's burning oil. Bye-bye, truck. So now that we have our dumpster, it will be time to start filling it. So let us enjoy that process.
That's not an unusual thing, though, is it?
We're inaugurating.
The first piece is going into the dumpster. There we go.
All right, friends, here goes nothing. We're making an assumption here, and that is that it is hollow behind here. And it doesn't sound hollow here, but it sounds hollow here. So I'm a little concerned. I can hear it. So I don't know what they have up here. I don't like it though. But we will start. goodness.
So we've made a cut with the Moto Saw or Sawmax here. In addition to the one that was made vertically, we've used the Sawmax to cut one horizontally just to see how
And
the
the
thing
reason
moves.
we have to do that is because they actually put this first and then the frame around it. So there's no way to take this as a unit out.
Okay, so we have to basically cut it all into pieces
Right.
to be able to remove this surround. Okay.
Okay. And this one activity is trying to find the lip around the surround. How high it is. Welcome to Destruction 101. Right? Mind you, we've never done this before in our lives. I've not even watched a YouTube channel do it, so we're having fun.
All right, Eureka, we found it. It's about an inch up from the surface lip here. So now we know how high we need to go to cut to get it out.
And all around. This should
Yep.
give the lip the same
Yep.
dimension all around.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the best way to do that? This is in a very dusty process. Wearing a mask is a must to protect yourself. In addition to wearing a mask, make sure that nothing that you do not want damages in the area. This fine dust covers everything and will be very unhealthy for your lungs. So be prepared. We're in a small room here. We all wear masks. We have an open window and a fan that draws air from the room to the outside. This is very important. Your health is very, very important. So make sure you're going to do this the safest possible way. Drywall is very unhealthy. It has asbestos in it, and you must not inhale it in any amounts. We have really good quality masks that we wear, not just the very cheap ones. And when it comes to do certain things, you must make sure that you do everything the right way, you follow all the rules, and you protect yourself so you can enjoy doing DIY projects for much, much longer. All right.
So,
We're getting there in our distraction. We're distracting away.
and what we've discovered is they used what looks like a roofing nail, actually.
Right. This one
To,
has a roofing nail.
And they have them, I'm sure, the whole way through.
Yeah, and so there's one there, and then probably all the way down this whole line. And as you can see, making some progress in getting it pulled out, but at least now we know what's
And it
holding
is
it.
a brutal force thing, by the way. This
Brute
is not
force, yep.
brute force, not brutal force.
Roofing nails in your bathroom project. Never know what you're gonna find when you do DIY.
And this is what success looks like according to Mrs. DIY. But we have a bare wall here. And now, this is usually the hardest part because now we have an idea where things are. It takes time to figure out where
So the
everything
first, taking out the first
Right.
piece is your hardest part, and now it should go a little
is. The wall should, the bottom I have no idea what to expect.
right. Okay.
All right.
Where you're standing.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're just looking down in here to see there's some,
We need light.
yeah, we need light.
You most certainly need a good vacuum. This process generates a lot of dust and you need to constantly vacuum to make sure that you keep your area clean, not only for your health, but also this dust is rather slippery and you do not want to fall. This is the first time I use this Ryobi cordless reciprocating saw, and I must say I'm very impressed. The battery lasted the whole day. We had zero problems cutting through any material. We are using a general deconstruction blade and I was very pleased with it. It lasted the whole day. It cut through everything. It cut through small nails. It cut through the very unforgiving material, which is this fiberglass. It cut through wood. Very, very impressed with the overall performance of this blade, which is made by Spider. I'm not sponsored by either Spider or Ryobi, but I definitely recommend those two products without any hesitation at all. I love them. Okay, we can use the pry bar here if you want to bring.
Stud.
Yeah, of course. If we pull the stud and the house falls off, we have trouble.
Hey, you need to.
So again, the nails they've used to attach this to the stud. That's what's causing the problem here.
And that's what you're hearing, actually, is the nails.
Yep, yep.
Okay, sorry, my hands are.
No, that's good.
I will probably need the other Okay, you get the other. Stop for a moment. We're making a mess, right?
I want it to be landscape because your camera likes to be difficult.
How we're going to reach. And we found treasure, not really, but clearly at some point a long time ago, there was a creature that decided, it looks like a squirrel, right? Which is a rather large animal to be under here. But it was.
Was actually in the threshold. This is where the threshold for the shower was, so that's
Right.
interesting. How did they gain access there?
Because that really was supposed to have a piece of wood in there, but they did not include it. So we need to clean all this mess, and we will continue. So I have an AQI meter here, and as you can see now it's 29 and we're not doing anything. It was as high as 48, and anything above 10 or 15 is considered poor air quality. So we are above, well above 10 or 15.
And it's a pretty small space overall, and we've been cutting a lot of fiberglass enclosure.
And that was a pain. Now, we wish we had the way to show you in video, but it just was not possible, right?
So this is the drain for the floor. It actually required us to cut away pieces of the drain pan to make room for us to be able to twist that. Then we had to put the hammer into the pipe to hold it down while we lifted it up because it was just a lot of crud in there.
Well, it was 30 plus years of
Yeah, who
piping,
knows?
right?
And then obviously we've got a lot more debris in here that we're gonna get vacuumed up again just to try to keep the mess to a minimum. And we've got a couple more pieces that we need to remove.
So we had a lot of surprises today in our project. This took a little longer for us to remove, primarily because of how old it was. It was not really poorly made to make sure, but this is poorly made. This is the work of a very lazy, I don't even know if they're lazy or stupid plumber. Instead of going through the plate here, he went just in front of it, and then I have no idea what this is. I'm at a loss for words. I don't know. This is supposed to be behind the pipe so you can attach the valve. You see the screw holes here? Those are supposed to be attached to a piece of wood.
And that keeps your piping still.
Right. So this nonsense I don't get, you know, and it is disappointing in all honesty. We're going to figure out, there are two ways to fix this. The wrong way, like these people did, or the right way, which will be more expensive, because it will require really cutting the pipes, going through the correct way, and usually we try to do things the correct way. We'll see how much crazy
Price is for the plumber.
price we'll get from the plumber to move them in essence an inch or so, right? But we will show you either way. Even if we do it wrong, we will show it to you. We'll show you the wrong way to do it. Say, don't do this.
You're not supposed to do this, but this is how we're doing it.
But this was the worst surprise and the one I didn't expect.
Yeah.
I was expecting everything from not having any flooring here, which we do, to all kinds of bizarre things. And we got some bizarre things, but this really takes the price.
So far, everything that has gone into the dumpster, making some progress.
So this brings us to the end of our day 2, and our goal for the day was to actually remove the sour surround, and we were actually successful in meeting that goal. The sour surround is gone. We had a few surprises on the way, but we were able to successfully meet our goal. So a successful day, day 2.
Hey.
So ladies, it has been a fun-filled day, back-breaking word and interesting problem. What was your favorite part or the worst?
My favorite part is we're done.
My favorite part was getting the dumps and
Yeah.
watching it be placed so precise.
How about our project? We really had nothing to do with that other than paint.
Hey, I cleaned the driveway.
It is satisfying to have a project that you want to complete and then actually getting to complete it in the day. So that's very, and then just seeing everything come out and you know that the project's going to come together. It's a little disheartening when you're taking things apart and you see how other people have done things that have not been done correctly. But
Especially when they say they used to build them better the old ways. No, they did.
yeah,
This is
I
the old way.
I
of
don't know
building.
who did this, but they sure did.
But you're going to see what we're not going to spoil the surprise,
Right.
but there's a total bonehead move that the plumber, and we're going to show that to you in detail. Was that your favorite part?
That was not my. That was my least favorite part.
Okay, what was your favorite part?
Finding the.
Don't spoil the surprise.
The problem. I think the other good part was just really ripping it apart and getting it out It was satisfying to have it gone.
Stress. But anyway, the cost, of course, labor. We are saving a lot of money. This is a project that look it complete, a bathroom renovation complete at the level doing it is either easily 20 to 30. And we're going to give you a cost on them. We don't really know that, but it will be very far away, 3,000 to 5,000.
Yeah, it's probably going to be between 3 and 5 for.
And it depends if we decide to do something right or do it wrong. Like
To fix their wrong.
that's right. So, well, friends, we reached the end of another of our episodes, and we hope you found this episode very entertaining and useful, as we plan to show you everything you need to do to make a bathroom renovation on your own and save $30,000 or more of dollars in the process. It is not as daunting as it seems, and we hope you're going to get that through our little videos here. We appreciate you visiting with us, and we always do. From Professor DIY, Mrs. DIY, and Elpida, let us renovate something together and have fun in the process. Cheers and farewell, friends.